Hello. Today is Thursday. So that means under the Cowl of MS podcast, talking about whatever I feel like talking about today. Uh, for starters, I was so happy to see the Jay and Silent Bob Archie crossover. And at the Milwaukee Mighty Con, I believe the main artist for that is going to be there. So I might have to get a signing from him. I can't think of his name right now. Of course, nothing's going to go the way I want it to. The show has to go off the rails right from the start. We stopped at, speaking about the Archie, Jay and Silent Bob crossover. That was fun. Could have been better. The only thing didn't like was the Jay and Silent Bob world focused on basically the period after Clerks 3. So that means all the characters are in their 40s, 50s, something like that. But then they hire Archie at the quick stop, and he's your high school, college, right there at the end of high school, early college days for Archie. And Archie's been around way longer than Jay and Silent Bob, so why they make the characters those separate age points, I don't know. That didn't make sense to me. I think it would have been more fun if they would have went with the animated Clerks type character days and kept them that age and joining up with Archie and all that stuff. I think that would have been more fun. Then you wouldn't have had Jay do the stupid political rant when he was supposed to be singing. It would have been more fun seeing Jay actually sing Sugar Sugar or something like that. With Josie and the Pussycats opening for him. Uh, but I like the comic. Besides that stuff, it just I couldn't understand why they did the different age points. That was just weird. Even though Elias and Randall look like they're younger. I don't know. But we got great news yesterday. Uh, Anthony sent me a clip, a thing for an announcement that there's going to be I think it's Army of Darkness, or it might be Ash and the Evil Dead, or whatever, crossing over with Archie. But I'm pretty sure it's running off the Army of Darkness storyline. So that's going to be a hoot. Wait to read that. Uh, Bennett stopped at Spirit Halloween store. If you're gonna buy Halloween products at Spirit, just buy them. Go early now and get them before they're completely trashed. And who knows what booger faced character kid is gonna put the mask on that you want. So get your butt down there and buy the stuff now, because years back that beeping's my I threw the pot of coffee in the microwave to warm it up, so the beep's gonna go off now every couple of minutes until I refill my other cup. This one's just not quite warm enough, but it'll do for the first cup of the day. But yeah, Spirit Halloween doesn't do sales anymore. So all the stuff that's left and destroyed and everything at the end, they just pack up and take away the day after Halloween. So if you want any costumes and stuff like that, and I'm expecting them to bring in more to ours. They didn't even have any of the animated creatures set up or anything like that. So that was weird. It was just packed full of outfits and a few masks. the mask theme this year was pretty much serial killer, so I didn't pick up any that grabbed me. There was a crazy clown one I thought about, but I got a good clown one. But I like to pick up a mask or two every year. But my wife picked me up one that fits perfect and is probably one of my new favorite masks. It's gonna be one of the top three. It fits so nicely, I can see out it nicely and be able to do some fun videos with them on. But of course, we like the Adams family, but I like that they had the Wednesday Adams holding her headless doll. So I was happy to pick that one up. I don't know where the head is though. She's got her hand behind her back. I figured she'd also be carrying the head, but she just has the body. But I like that. So I figured what the heck. It was 15. I paid 10 usually for pops anyways. And we said we weren't gonna buy any more pops, but no. They just came out with a new line of Rocky Horror ones that the wife wants. And I seen this. There was a cool hat. I don't I'm guessing she has it with her. But it was a purple tie-dye hat and it had a bat on it. So I'm like trying to get her to buy it because it was also a 10 or 15. I think it was 15. And I'm like, she's like, nah, I'm going to hold off. I'm like, all right, not picking up Wednesday then either. She's like, all right. Got her to get a hat, even though she's stubborn. Yeah, this was cool. Uh, I thought this was at the Spirit of Halloween store too. I don't see it on here. So we got, oh no, this is Ollie's. Ollie's had this Necronomicon, and it's LED, and it's got like a flame light looking layout inside when you open it. So this will be cool. It'll definitely get set up in my new room, but I'll probably do something with it for Halloween. I don't have no batteries in it at the moment, but cool looking. Yeah, got a little button on the side. I'm guessing maybe when you button it does something. I'm gonna have to put batteries in it though. It's got motion detecting, or you can have it on live. It's got a little charging plug-in, but I don't have no charging cable. I don't know, or not a charging cable. I don't know what that plug-in. I'm guessing the plug-in's for a motion detector to set it up, but there's no motion detector in here. What the heck? Oh, we'll have to see what's up with that. Uh, go up to Ollie's probably this week yet. Wanted to hit the other one, see if they have any of those, and I can fix that. Uh, Other than that, nothing really new to show off. I can't show off my mask yet because you'll have to see me wearing that. Comic book shout out this week. I'm gonna say check out Antarctic Press. Kendra. They have issue 2 of I can't remember. I think it's a 3-issue run, 2 of 3 or 2 of 5. I will be talking about on my. I got the digital comic from Ben Dunn and Antarctic Press, and I get to do the reviews for them. And they send me a comic a week to do a review on. And I love the Kendra character. She's a sellsword, basically a swordsman for hire, swordswoman. But her sword and her armor can talk to her, uh, which they're usually sticking bad things in her head. I got my double hairs, double eyebrows. Gotta get them shaved again, trimmed down. Post October, I'm werewolfing out. But yeah, she's a sellsword character with talking armor and talking sword that tries to get her to basically kill her compatriots and stuff. Very fun, interesting set of characters. She has an archer with her and a wizard. They're both young learners, uh, learning the ways, went through some terrible things, and now are trying to rebuild their lives. And while they're doing it, they're dealing with different evil bandits and all that stuff that confront them on their travels. And yeah, I like all the characters in there. Really enjoy the back and forth banter. But I will be talking. You can catch that short video. I will be putting that out probably also later today because I've had that one in my email for a few days. I like to try and jump on them as soon as possible after Ben drops them to me. Uh, but yeah, I love Antarctic Press. They're my one of my favorite independent creators out there, comic book companies. You put them and you put me on an island with a crate full of Antarctic Press comics and Stan Sakai comics. I'm happy. Give me all the Usagi Yojimbo and Antarctic Press characters, stuff like that. That's what I'm more into than dealing with the superheroes that we've been reading of for many, 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 many years. And now some of them are aging and dying and they're having kids and all this other crap. But for 50, 60, 70 years, they didn't age a day. But it's just the same storylines over and over and over. It's just I like when stuff gets parodied. I like the goofier stuff. I like when they have fun with the characters. I don't like the characters that have to have drama and all that. That doesn't interest me. So, yeah, check out my review on that probably later today, if not tomorrow. Uh, let's see. We got check out our important comics of all time information again. I'll read another page of this, see what we can learn. This one's talking about Action Comics #1. Very popular image that we are used to seeing a lot of. It's nearly impossible for most of us to imagine the feeling. Heroes were nothing new to kids. They'd been thrilling all along to the adventures of the Shadow, Doc Samson, or Flash Gordon. But this man, he was lifting a car over his head. Villains were fleeing in a panic at his amazing feat of strength. His clothing was skin tight. Ooh. Uh, Royal blue with a red cape. The cover of Action Comics #1 boldly proclaimed his name Superman. Did it? And you have the S symbol on his chest, but I didn't think it said anything about Superman on the cover. Not since the days of mythology had stories been told of a man with powers and abilities so far beyond mortal men. Straight from the mold of Hercules came this man of impossible strength and invulnerability. For years, people had enjoyed the adventures of bold men who fought impossible odds. But they were men, just like any other men. But not this guy. This guy was something special, and no name could have been more fitting than Superman. Rock, Super Alien would have been more fitting because he's an alien from another world. But who am I to say? I think that thing only goes off a few times and then it finally shuts. Rocketed to Earth from a dying planet is still impressive today. But in 1938, reaching space was unimaginable. Today, Kevlar can take the punch of a bullet, but back then it was most certainly fatal. Yet here was Superman, allowing bullets to bounce off his chest with scarcely a notice of them. There had been heroes, and great heroes they were, but Superman was the first superhero, and the kids loved it. All this from the minds of two kids in Cleveland pitching a concept to the fledgling comics industry that they couldn't sell to the newspapers. Imagine that. People, people actually rejected the Superman concept. Then again, how could they know? Society had gone that long without a hero of this type. Why would they need one now? Now, 56 years later, you have proof that society did need this kind of hero. Siegel and Schuster created a whole new world of possibilities for storytelling. Now men were faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, and able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Life was so much simpler back then. It's like stuff like this just coming out would have been such a big event for kids and some adults. But most of them back then were so worried about just getting out of school, going into the military, hopefully making it home, going to work for a factory. That was just basically the lifestyle back then. Superman is a national icon. There is arguably not a man, woman, or child in the United States who has not heard of him. When the Saturday morning serials were in full flourish, Superman was up there on the big screen. When the big screen gave way to the small screen, Superman followed, but was still larger than life as presented by George Reeves cartoons, both solo and alongside other heroes, boldly played out on televisions for millions of excited children. In 1978, America gasped as the first Superman picture lived up to its type. You will believe a man can fly. A few short years later, America gasped again as Superman fought a truly epic battle on the movie screen and continued to follow him through two more sequels. Even beyond the United States, Superman is one of the 10 most recognized characters in the world. He was the first. In fact, he so defined the genre that everyone who has followed in his path bears the name superhero. When DC's greatest heroes came to Saturday morning cartoons in the 70s, it was as the Super Friends, the talents exhibit it was as the Super Friends, the talents exhibited by comic book characters are called superpowers. Old Man with the square jaw and the steel blue eyes began an entire movement in popular entertainment, a new form of fantasy for people to revel in. With this continuing battle for truth, justice, and the American way, Superman has become a symbol of all that is good and right in mankind. He is compassionate but firm, powerful yet gentle, godlike yet totally human. His adventures prove that good will always triumph over evil. From the dark days of World War II to the dubious moral quality of today, Superman has always shown us what is right. Yeah, the new Superman movie was awesome. We got a couple cool ones coming up. I'm sure there's all of them are going to be great comics that we'll be talking about. But that's one page a week is all we're going to do. One to talk about one of the old comics a week. Uh, but yeah, the new Superman movie was awesome. I really liked it. A couple parts that were oof. Don't know about. I don't know why. Spoilers. Supergirl. I'm confused that she hangs out on red planets because she can get wasted on them, but she can't get wasted where the sun is, like on Earth. So she goes to the red planets to get wasted. Well, she came back to Superman to pick up crypto, and she was plowed out of her mind. Even if she's there for a second or two, wouldn't the sun sober her up? I don't know. That confused me, and I also want to know uh, why in crypto or crypto sleeps there's an anvil with a hammer. I'm curious if that's the cosmic hammer, and if Superman would possibly be smashing small suns into little pieces and giving crypto a piece here and there to get crypto prepared to go to red planets. I'm not sure. I don't know the whole lore of that. If someone could explain that to me, I'd love to know. But I think that's what the anvil was in crypto's room for. But I'd like to know. But other than that, I loved it. I really enjoyed the characters that we got outside of Superman on the uh, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, all them. Hawk Girl freaked me out. I mean, her screech. I mean, really? Is that a thing with her? I don't know. I don't. I never read any Hawk Girl stuff, but that screech was just too freaking weird. I get it if it did something, but if it's just a noise, don't do it. That's yeah. That was. I could see if she was like a bird woman with actual feathers and all that stuff that she'd make those noises, but I just don't understand what, or if she used it as a noise that could cause damage, cause concussion from the sound waves or something like that. But she was just flying around squawking away. It's like, what? Why? But yeah, I really enjoyed the rest of the characters that came along with it. I didn't care for Lex crying. I mean, what's up with that? And Lex Luthor's supposed to be this evil mastermind, and he's sitting there crying over some simple little thing that didn't work for me. But Mr. Terrific was awesome. I really liked his character, and Gardner I do not like from the comic books, but I actually really enjoyed his character on this. So yeah, I did not like the one Jim Lee character, the gal that was messing with Crypto. I thought she was just rude, just evil, sticking those things on Crypto's head and causing Crypto to freak out. That's just wrong. I didn't think that was nice at all. But yeah. The reason I brought it up is they announced today. I noticed. I don't know if it was announced today or earlier in the week or what, but I seen it posting today that summer of 2027 we'll see the second Superman movie. So looking forward to that. And in between that and now you'll have the Supergirl movie and stuff like that. So should be some fun stuff finally coming out from DC Comics. They did a good job with Superman. I'm expecting more. I didn't make it to Fantastic Four. I was gonna go, but I'm not a fan. I like Ben the best out of the four, the Thing, but nah. I decided not to go. So now the next movie I'd like to hit up. I was gonna try and go this week. Today would have been a perfect day because it's cool out. It'd be nice to go sit in a theater today. Have some warm buttery popcorn. Definitely need some warm coffee. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Showed that off. The way it looks, I'm gonna probably be on Crazy Hungarian's show Friday night. He welcomed me on if I'd like to come on. I got some fun stuff that he's gonna enjoy seeing, so I will show that stuff off. I should probably put batteries in the Necronomicon beforehand. Really bummed that it's missing that thing. So, and what did I pay? Well, it was $15. Gonna say if it was 10 or less, I'd grab another one if they had it. I'd have one that's motion activated, one that I could push the button on and keep one upstairs and one downstairs. But we'll just have to see what happens. Uh, and that's on Friday nights. I think it runs around 8 p.m. Central Time. Don't quote me on it. It could be 9 p.m. Uh, might be 9 p.m. But you can find that under the Crazy Hungarian. Uh, check out Psychotronic Squirt Gun for our Monday auctions. Me, Dan, and Aaron have been selling. I think there's some others that might sell in the future, or we might just not keep doing it or whatever. And then I'll probably do some other. I'm thinking about trying the live shows. I don't know. We'll see. It's like a lot of live shows. People will be sitting there, and all of a sudden everybody's like tired and bored. They've been yapping for 2, 3 hours. It's just I don't know if I need to put out another live show like that. I want to have some type of fun format if I do something, but we'll see. But Mondays at 5 p.m. Central, check out Psychotronic Squirt Guns channel. We do auctions, and between me, Dan, and Aaron so far, the past ones you can rewatch and see if anything is available that you'd like. Uh, the last one we did where I did a dollar sale, that one I have from that one on, I will have the stuff for rewatched videos set aside if anybody does see anything that didn't make it to the live show and they'd like to see if I still have it. I will keep those out, but the ones prior to that are ones that I went through and put some into the dollar comic sale, so those got all mixed up. Can't rely on finding those items for you, but from the last auction on, I will create an order so it's easy to contact me if there's anything you see that you would like, and you can do that by message me at dragongks@yahoo.com, or you can message me right through these videos, or you can uh, contact me through Instagram at under the Cowl of MS. Uh, those are all good ways to do it. It's really nice if you do it. Leave something in the show notes saying what you're interested in, and I at least know what show it's from. That helps. But yeah, in the past sales there have been 50-cent comics to like $20 comics, but most of the comics we show are anywhere between $1 to $3. Free shipping if you spend a certain amount. So that's awesome. You don't have to go anywhere. You can sit at home. You can buy comics, and you're not wasting a bunch of gas trying to get somewhere, hoping that they have something that you like. Whereas this way, you just kick back in your lounge chair and just claim whichever ones you want, and you can. Every one of us will are happy to see people bid on something. We'll give you a starting price. If a couple people want it, they can bid against each other for it. That helps us out. So we're not really making much. It's like if I'm shipping $20 worth of comic sales out, it's costing me at least 10 to ship it. So that's not like getting rich or nothing. So uh other than that, Xbox. We are down to the last, I think we got like 2 weeks left. And then my 3 months of Gamepass is out that I had for free. And I'll be dropping Gamepass after that because I ran out of things to play. I I got like a handful that I'm still messing around with. Uh, there's herdling where you're basically like a sheep herder, but for like yaks. They look a lot like yaks, but I'm not sure what type of creatures they are. Can't remember the names or whatever they call them. But yeah, you just go around herding them, finding ones, adding them to your herd. It's enjoyable. It's calming. It's a good late night cool down before bed or something like that. I'd definitely pick that one up and put it in my collection if I found it cheap. But I just tested it out, see how it went. It was fun. You can control the herd, you can stop the herd, you can get the herd to run through a fence or a wall to get stuff out of your way. They run through fields and knock everything down for you. But yeah, it's nice looking countrysides to walk around with your herd on, herd in, herd on. Uh, but yeah, uh, they put out the remastered Gears of War. I flew through the first couple levels of it, basically levels, the areas that you run through. I think the first three areas that you deal with the attacks on, three or four, I just flew through those and checked out. I don't see anything new. The gameplay and everything still feels the same. It doesn't feel like it's smoother or faster or anything like that. I didn't even really notice graphics showing a big change. So it's like when I see stuff like that, it's like, oh, why did you do a remaster? If you're not going to at least enhance the gameplay, enhance the graphics, then why bother? I mean, you're just basically putting another equal version of a game out there for another 60, 70, 80 bucks. It's like, I'm not going to buy the same damn game. When my old one plays basically the same as far as I felt. I was running, I was gunning, I was jumping, climbing, doing everything like I did in the original, and it just did not feel like there was any type of enhancement. So, not sure what the whole ordeal was with that. If you know, let me know. I'd love to know what I missed. And I still have it in my queue. I'm going to hit it again. Play a few more, a couple more hours of it at least, probably. Uh, I'd like to get to the big guy on the train. They fixed that up at all. That was a pain in the ass. Boss level. But see what happens. They have retro classics, which are basically Atari based games, stuff like that. They have other ones that look more advanced, like in television style and stuff like that. Uh, but almost all of them that I clicked on ended up being Atari feeling looking Defenders style, tank style, asteroid style, just those type of games. They're fun to bring back memories, go back and remind yourself what it was like back then with the video games. Uh, and they have challenges, daily challenges, and all that stuff you can do, so you can compete with everybody else online and stuff. Uh, Still playing the Power Wash game. Kind of burnt out on it now. Now I'm hitting levels where the undercoat rust and stuff like that on the vehicles way heavier and harder to spray off. So it's gotten to the point where it's way less fun. It wasn't really super fun. It was just one of those late night calming end of the night things where I'd throw the power wash game on and either power wash a house or a skateboard park or a vehicle or something like that just to calm the brain down from playing fighting games, shooting games, first person shooters and stuff. But yeah, it's never thought I'd be playing a game power washing stuff. Revenge of the Savage Planet's a fun game, but I'm gonna let it go. I started it, got to the place where I can like 3D print stuff, and I need more goop to print stuff and all that. And I just didn't play it for a while, and then I forgot what all the controls were. So when I went back into it, it was trying to remind myself of all that stuff, and I'd rather just pick that game up for a good deal down the road, and then I'll start it fresh and just totally veg on that game instead of jumping back and forth to a ton of other games trying to get the full experience of Gamepass and get as many games under my belt as possible before the 3 months are up. So that one is, I'd say, Hurdling and this Revenge of the Savage Planet are definitely ones I will buy. I also played the Rogue Prince of Persia, which is basically an older Prince of Persia. The game flow is excellent. The controlling and everything with it. I think it was a side scroller. I only played it for about an hour. Brought back memories. I haven't played that Prince of Persia in so long. It was fun. It's just, I think it's a cheapie. Uh, can't remember if it was Xbox 360 based or if it was reformatted for Xbox Series S, but yeah, it's called The Rogue Prince of Persia, and then they also have another Prince of Persia that's more advanced looking. But the Rogue one brought back memories from the early Xbox days and stuff. I thought it was really fun to play that again, and the gameplay was nice and smooth, so I would definitely pick that one up also. Down the road for when it's on sale for a good bargain price. And then last night I started playing Dragon Age, the Veilguard or Veilguard. I'm not into the mystical wizardry style storylines and stuff, but games are fun if you don't have a bunch of speech stuff to deal with. I don't want to sit here and read the game for over half the time that I'm playing it. I just want to get in there and play. And this one, I was impressed with it. They did a good job with it. The layout was nice. The commenting was easy. It doesn't give you that stupid time bar when your comments come up. You got like 15 seconds to pick your response. It's like, number one, my eyes are taking a shit, so I gotta struggle to read some of this stuff, which makes no sense because I got a 65-inch TV and I still can't read the stuff on the screen. Why these bigger TVs have worse visuals than the old boxy TVs just amazes me. Uh, but hopefully I will get some more time on the Dragon Age one, but I would definitely pick that one up for a long term replay. Because that's the thing with those games, usually they are very long playthroughs and stuff, so but those are all interesting ones that I'm still working on. I don't think I have any others. I did buy a game the other day. Can't remember the name of it, but it looked really fun. But I'm not going to touch it till I'm done using Game Pass because I want to just take advantage of Game Pass games while I have it for the next couple weeks. And then I should almost keep it for one more month because the wife's going to go away for like 3 weeks in October to go visit the family, which I so badly miss. Going out there, out west, hanging out in the mountains and having some fun, doing some gold panning and stuff. I just really would love to go, especially on a 3 week chunk. But we got the new house that we can't afford, and got a cat that needs someone to take care of him. So I will do that while she goes and has fun. Hopefully, in a couple of years, I can make it back out west. Uh, and it's kind of bummer because they're going to be taking a trip to Washington for some stuff, and I could go see electronics work on when I was out there, but no. Few people that live in the western part of the United States that I could hit up, Tat Comics and stuff. But few different characters would be fun to hook up with. Catch up with Crazy Hungarian on the way out there and stuff, because I actually know I can't drive anymore with the MS that type of distance, because it's a 28-hour trip. I can't even make it 3-4 hours without my MS completely driving my body mad if I uh, go that type of distance. Don't know how well that would work, and it would suck body breaking down halfway through the trip. And yeah, the wife could drive them, but still. Uh, Tubi. I vegged out on Lego Masters Australia. I enjoyed that one. Didn't care for the UK one. Like the US one, like the Australian one. Season 5, they do the Masters, bring back like the top one or two teams from each season, and do a Masters format. And it was a good one. Lots of interesting builds. Gave me some ideas for my new room, what I'm gonna do. Got some fun plans for it, but I gotta see. I gotta get certain Legos to make it work out right. I need some see-through colored Legos. Anybody wants to get rid of them, let me know. If you have a bunch of Legos you want to sell cheap, I'll buy them off you. Uh, Hamish, that guy is a little bit goofy. Uh, I'm assuming he's an actor in Australia, but yeah, he's a definite goofball. A little excited when he does certain things. Uh, and Brickmaster, he's a fun character. Very sad when he has to kick people off and all that stuff, but definitely if you like the Lego Masters, check out the Australian version on YouTube. Yeah, the children one with Kelly Osbourne hosting it on Hulu, but tried to watch that. But kids crying every freaking episode. It's like, why bother? Just have them just show you things they can make. Don't put them in a competition. Kids are not made for those type of competitions, especially kids that grew up in a everybody gets a trophy society. So now they just break down crying because there is someone that's going to win. It's actually not everybody's going to win. Yeah. Got too annoying watching that. But last night I watched the first 3 episodes of The Snake with Jim Jeffries hosting. I'm not big on those reality shows, but I like Jim Jeffries. So when I found out he was the host of it, I figured, what the heck, I gotta check this out. And it's actually really fun. I like it. I like the gameplay. I like the way they're doing things with the characters and stuff. Hello, Mr. Lemmy Kilmister. How is it going today? Cold out there, huh? Got to pull out the winter jackets. I'm sitting there in shorts and I'm freezing. Other than that, Hulu, I've been watching the 1% Club with Joel McHale. I'm bummed out that I can't find the Australian 1% Club. I forgot who's hosting it, but I haven't found that on any platform yet. But I heard things about it and I want to check it out. I can't remember who the host is. Hmm. I'll find it eventually, hopefully. And then I watched Adam Ray's newest stand up. Like and subscribe. Adam Ray is a fun character. He's a great comedian. Enjoyable to watch. So check that out if you're into comedians, stand up comedy. Other than that, football season's starting back up, so I've been watching some oddball sports in the background. Banana Ball's back up and playing. If you have not watched Banana Ball, watch it. It's fun. The players, baseball with the players and the teams doing all kinds of goofy little things, doing like stunts, flips and stuff to catch balls, catching stuff behind your back. You get extra bonus points for stuff like that. The pitching can be all like the one guy doing like flips and stuff when he does a pitch and stuff, or the whole team coming out and bringing some new player in from the background and they do a whole like act with it. And yeah, it's just very fun, having fun playing baseball. It's almost like the old bigger games and stuff like that. And just fun to watch all these teams do their thing. And I think I mentioned a couple weeks back about like the Red Bull soapbox races. Those are fun to watch. Uh, there's felt something in his neck. I don't want him to get any ticks. I know I haven't been giving you tick juice for the past few meals because it's just cold out, so the ticks should be going away. But yeah, just catching oddball sports and stuff. Some of the college football, high school football, stuff like that. Just getting ready for football season, which most people don't care about. But I can't believe summer's already over. We didn't have spring, jumped right to summer. Summer only lasted a couple weeks, few weeks. And now it's over and it's already fall. The kids are back in school. It's crazy. But I think that is it for today. I can't really think of anything else. I want to get through some more crates, get through some more boxes. Got maybe 3 loads to pick up yet at the storage shed. I'm gonna hopefully get that tomorrow, get it over with, and then I can sit there and just go through one box at a time and not worry about all. So I'm looking forward to it. And it sucks because I could have got 1 month less with the storage shed if the truck wouldn't have been in the shop for a week and a half. But I will have my shed emptied 5 days to 6 days after the latest month started. So I don't know, maybe they'll give me a break and give me that month back. But we'll see. It was $70 a month for a 10 by 30 shed. That adds up. But yeah, keep falling under the Cowl of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes. Leave a comment. I'll comment back. Check out Crimson Colored Comic Club. Check out Psychotronics, Squirt Guns, Auctions, and his other shows. He's got lots of interesting videos. Same with Crazy Joe, the Crazy Hungarian. Check out his channel. Lots of good stuff on there. You're gonna fall asleep on me? I don't think so. I gotta get up and get some fresh coffee. So take care, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.